Oh, it says we're live. Live, live, live. Are we live? I can't tell. What's going on here? All right, it says we're live. So here we are. My name is Robert Twine. I'm here to talk to you today about how to rebuild connection in your marriage. Maybe you lost connection and you want to get it back. So, what do we do whenever that happens? So, that's what we're going to talk about today. I help couples to overcome their greatest conflict and rekindle the spark. So, thank you for being here today. If you're watching this on a replay, just put in there hashtag replay so I know you came on a replay. If you're here live, put in hashtag live. So, welcome. Today we're going to talk about rebuilding trust. This seems like a big thing. It comes up a lot. I see in a lot of marriages and a lot of couples that I work with is trust is big. So, how do we rebuild the connection that we have in our relationship? So, I want to start with one thing. I want you to think about a time in your marriage that you really, really felt connected. Write it down in the comments. When is a time in your marriage that you felt really, really connected to your partner, to your spouse? Think about it. I can think about a time with my wife when I felt really connected was whenever we were at the hospital and she was birthing both of our daughters. That was a I just felt so connected to her in those moments. Just a really, really special time. There's really nothing like that. It's really a special time. The connection was really strong then. When we got married, so so many moments. Just think about a time when you felt really, really connected to your partner. Okay, and then some things happened. Maybe there was some broken trust, promises that were made and not met. Maybe it's work. You got focused on work or hobbies. Maybe just a lot of conflict, arguing about little things. Seems like it's always an argument, so you go and do something else. There's a lot of different things that come up um, for different couples in their marriage that can really smash the connection and just make us feel really disconnected and like we just don't want to be around our partner. So today we're going to talk about rebuilding it. So the first thing is to think about a time when you had it and really connect to that moment. And that's a big part of what I want to talk about today. So think about that and then think about what's in the way of you recreating that experience. Now, my wife, we're not going to have any more babies. We made a decision on that to have that experience. But what keeps us from that connection that we had in those moments? So, what's in the way of you having that connection now? Maybe it's your emotions. Maybe it's them. You feel like, well, they're not willing to do anything, their lack of action. And maybe it's your emotions. You just feel angry and resentful and don't you really want that connection, you want them to do something but you don't see it happening. Maybe it's just fear. What is it? Put it in the comments. What's in the way of you having that connection that you had at one point with your partner, with your spouse? What's in the way? And figure out what's the hurdle, what's the setback for you. So, and think about the time when you had it and a contrast between what's in the way and what did you have whenever you felt connected, really, really connected to your partner. Because to really rebuild it, we got to look at, okay, well, what was it that helped us to feel connected in the beginning, in those moments that we felt really connected? So what was it? You know, it's when we get together the first time. We can have so many things going on, and there can be so many things about the other person that we don't really see whenever we first get together. We're just so blinded by love, they say. You know, we're blinded by that love and the emotions and all the attraction and everything that's happening. And we're just there serving them every day, taking care of them, doing all these things for them, just loving them, everything. It's like every time you think about them, it's like, ooh, you get in that love phase. So I'm going to give you one really great strategy to help you rebuild that connection in your marriage. And this is something that I've used and I love it. This is great. If you get pictures from a time when you felt really connected, maybe keepsakes from a time when you felt really connected to your partner, really get those out and remember those moments, and even mention those moments to your partner. Oh, do you remember when? Oh, do you remember when? And talk about those times and really reminisce about those times and think about those moments that you felt really connected. When you tap into that, it helps to rebuild that connection as well, to really tap into the energy that you had at that time and really get to that place where you felt connected. That can be one really great thing you could do to help to rebuild the connection. The other thing is seeing what's in the way. Is it work? Is it too much work? Is it not enough date night? That's one thing big, is not enough date night will kill a marriage really quick. My wife and I, we kind of ran into this recently because, like, to get a babysitter, we have a 3-year-old, and it's like expensive here for babysitters, like $25, $20 to $25 an hour. And then there's this site called care.com that you can like pay $40 a month to be able to have access to all these babysitters. But like, we're going to pay $40 a month, then we got to pay them $25 an hour to watch the kids. It's like, who has all that money? Like, you want to spend, and then to go out on a date, you want to go out to eat and then do bowling or go dancing or something or whatever. Then you're spending, like, it's cost, like, what? We're going to spend once a week. It's going to cost us like over $1,000 a month to go out on a date night, like to build that connection up and keep the connection strong. So this, what we did was great. We had a great opportunity for our local YMCA has babysitting. So what we do is we do the babysitting there, and then we can then we have the baby there. She's not a baby anymore, but we still call her a baby. She's 3. So we take her there. Her name's Lily, and we take Lily there. My wife and I go and exercise together at different things. We'll swim. Sometimes we'll go to, they have a thing called muscle pump, and that's fun. Something different, something. There's a lot of different things at the YMCA. They have bicycling. We can do our own thing as well. We could play basketball, or they have pickleball. So that's fun. That helps build a connection. So creating fun moments together. Whatever you can do to create a fun moment together. Even if it's like, if you have kids, after the kids go to bed, even just something little, like put on some candles, get some snacks, and just go to a different part of the house than what you usually do, to help rebuild that connection in your marriage. There's so many different strategies that we can use. You can, if you have a project, you can try to have fun doing the project together. Create fun memories together. That helps to rebuild that connection. It's easy to get stuck in the, hey, you're not doing this thing for me. Hey, you're not acting this way that I think you should. Hey, it's not this. Hey, you're not doing that. I think a lot of us can get stuck in that in our marriage. Maybe you can relate to that. We can start to get like pointing the finger at, you're not doing this, and a lot of the times whenever the other person's around, we're really talking about all the things that they don't do. So that makes that causes a lot of disconnection, because we have a lot of feelings, about things that haven't been done the way that we would like them to be done to meet our needs. So we start to, you're not doing this, so that doesn't make it fun for them to be around us. So try to create some really fun moments and be intentional about just accepting them exactly where they are and loving them right exactly where they were. Even if they don't do the dishes, even if they don't watch the kids the way you want, even if they don't put away their clothes, whatever it is that is the challenge, if they don't give you the hugs that you want, rebuilding that connection comes from us figuring out what we can do to serve our partner. And that's a big part of our relationships, is figuring out what can I do to serve? Because the more we say, what can you give me to our partner, the more they're going to be like, I'm not going there every time I go there. They're demanding me to do something else. I got to go find something else that's fun besides be around them. I've experienced that in my relationship, and everybody does, you know. We're human, and that's okay. I hope this was helpful for you. There's some comments here. Sabrina put some comments in, so I want to reply to those. We've got a few of those. Let's see. She said try different restaurants. Yeah, something out of the routine. Break out of the normal routine. That's fun. Yeah. Yeah, and that's great. You love doing anything for the hubby. That's awesome. Yeah, service is so big. Serving our partner. It's hard to do sometimes because we get in that disconnected state. And we get in that state of like, hey, they're not doing all this stuff for me, so why should I do that for them? You know, it's like it comes to the levels of love. There's like 3 levels of love. There's like the selfish level where, you know, everything's all about me. You give to me. There's the horse trading level where it's like, okay, well, I'll give to you if you give to me. And then we just give out of love because that's who we are and that's what we do for our partner. So I hope this was helpful for you. If there's something that you found really helpful, put it in the comments. Thank you, Sabrina. Thanks for everybody that's been here. If you made it this far, congratulations. And if there's a challenge that you're facing and something that you need more support on, feel free to reach out. Send me a PM or a DM, whatever you want to call it, personal message or a direct message. And I'd love to talk to you more about what that would look like if you'd like to work one-on-one. So thank you so much. I hope this was helpful. Have a great night. Okay. See ya. Thank you, Sabrina, for commenting. I appreciate that. Have a good one.